Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Spark 3 Crusher, back at it again with another tabletop knife review. And this time, I'm proud to say this is my first Spyderco I have ever owned. Yes, my first ever owned Spyderco personally. We've had Spyderco in my house. You know, my sister has owned a Spyderco, but I've never owned a Spyderco. And so I went out and purchased one today, and I like it. I like it a lot, so go ahead and show you it here. Boom! Yep, there's my first Spyderco right there. What is that, Spartan? That sucker's tiny. What, that's no knife. Yeah, it's a knife. Barely. There it is, guys. I know. Get your laughs out now. Get your laughs out now. But really, this is my first ever Spyderco. So, and why this? Why not a Delica? Why not a dragonfly or all the other weird stuff that the Spyderco has? That's coming up next. My next purchase is a Delica. Don't get me wrong. My next purchase will be a Delica. I know that for a fact. I will get a Delica. So, but I wanted this for my keychain, and I think every keychain should have a small blade on it. And so I got this for my keychain because I really didn't want to go get a Victorinox Classic. I already have a Victorinox, so it'd be kind of redundant to have another Victorinox. But redundancy, you know, if you have one, you have none. But if you have two, you have one. So, so redundancy is good. But that's not what I wanted. The Victorinox pen blade is just too small. But this is for a pen blade. This is nice. And plus, look at that. That Delica Endura blade style. Very pretty. But it's a slip joint blade, of course. You know, there's going to be no lock on it. But what I'm talking about here is obviously the Bug. Yes, the Sypderco Bug. And see if I can open it one finger, guys. Let's see if I can open it. All right, so I'm going to hold it, open it. Oh, I've done this before. I could open it one finger. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost got it. Oh no, I just can't do it. Whatever. But this is definitely a two-finger opening. You just pinch it and open it. And boom, you got a little bitty blade, and this is good for cutting tape. See if do I have a roll of tape? Yeah, I got a roll of tape right here. So, let's say you got some tape on a package. Actually, go get a piece of tape out here, and let's see how good it does cutting this tape. So, got some tape. Oops, if I got really get this good for the camera, that's what I'm trying to do. And this is some heavy duty stuff, so cuts that pretty easily, and it doesn't rip it. So it's a very very clean cut there. So that's not a rip, that's a cut. So it is sharp enough to cut tape, which I'm not surprised. That doesn't surprise me. So, but that's really what this is for: cutting tape, cutting open letters, or maybe pulling out a splinter. The very tiniest, daintiest little petite of things here. This is not an apple slicer. This is not a people stabber. This is a very utilitarian blade for very small utilitarian duties. So, like I said, cutting open tape. When you get a box, you just zip it, and this could get into small little crevices of the cardboard and cut the tape. So very good at cutting the plastic packages open. So very nice. But to show you the size here is my Swiss Army knife Tinkerer, and when it's fully opened, it doesn't even it's not even as big as the Tinkerer. And when it's closed, it's about half the size. Very tiny. Here's my pinky. What else do we have around here? Here's a ferro rod. If I could get it out. Here's a ferro rod, very basic ferro rod. Fits on a ferro rod. About as small as a standard ferro rod. So very dainty, very tiny. So, but it's very useful though. And, the guy over watched the play, he laughed at us. And, I understand why I laughed at it too, because it's just so tiny, but it is very, very useful, However, sure, you can say, well, what, you have a bajillion knives. Why not just use your main blade? Or why not use your 1,000 other blades you carry on you at all times? Well, let's say I'm going through TSA. And, hit the camera. TSA obviously ain't going to let me carry my Griptilian in there. Heck, this Tinkerer is too big for TSA. So, carry this on your keychain, which is legal. If they do take this from you, that is illegal. It is in the rule books now. TSA, you can now have a small non-locking blade that is about this size, 2-something inches or something, and about this width, a little bit bigger. So, you could have pen blades now. They cannot take that away from you. If they do, it's not legal. You can also carry nail clippers. But also recheck, because it could have changed. But I know for a fact it was all the news not too long ago that you could bring this. So, and Nut and Fancy also did a video of it too on TSA approved knives. But this is a TSA approved knife. Last time I checked, and you ain't gonna take down a plane with this, obviously. But, this is good for, for some reason, in the middle of a flight, you get a letter. The postman, it just flies up next to your plane, and here's a letter, man. And you open the window and get your letter, and get your postcard. So, for some reason, you get a postcard from the flying mailman, and you have to open this, or, just maybe, you got a tag you need to cut out, or a piece of thread you need to cut. It's something small. This is great for that. And that's why I have it, because it's just something small. You can forget about it on your keychain, but when you need it, it's there. And this is pretty much legal in everywhere. School, I wouldn't risk it. School, it's not like TSA where you could take stuff in. So I know this is small. You can't do any harm with this. I think it's virtually impossible to kill somebody with a knife this size. But school is school, and the rules are rules. So, no matter how small the blade is, I'm not carrying a blade to school. But it's very nice, very classy look. I mean, just look at that stainless steel. It is very classy. Oops. Very, very classy. It really looked good on a pair of keys. But, of course, there's your Spyderco emblem. Open it up. It says Sypderco across there. And on the back, it says China. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it there. You kind of see it there. China. So this is made in China, but there's Sypderco does make stuff in China. So, but this is very high quality. Don't get me wrong. But let's check out. I said but like 5 times in a row. I'm sorry, guys. Let's check out the box, guys. So you got some foam packaging in here. So it's a very nice box. I really like the box, actually. Very cute, and heck, until I get a new D-ring a new until I get a new split ring for my keys, I'm going to carry this in my box, in my 5th pocket, because that's just a classy box. It's a very nice, very thick cardboard, and the emblem's all shiny. It's very nice. And then you can just see if you can just drop it out. And boom, you got a blade. Just like that. And also, if you want to play Barbie doll and, you want to be as realistic as possible, and you're getting the Barbie doll to look like you, and you carry a Spyderco all the time, put that in Ken's hand, man. That's perfect. This is a Barbie doll knife. It's perfect for a Barbie doll. So, or an quote-unquote action figure. Don't get me wrong, guys. I have quite a few action figures myself. So, but yeah, guys. So I like this. 5 out of 5. I'm not even going to hesitate. 5 out of 5 stars. There's nothing wrong with this knife. It's everything I was expecting. I love this knife. And before I forget, the price tag, $8. Only $8. That's amazing. That's cheaper than a Cadet. That's cheaper than a Signature Light. So, don't get me wrong, guys. It's an amazing knife. It's very capable for the duties that you put it in. The correct duties. Not like, you know, prying open a car door. You ain't going to be doing that with this knife. You're not going to be saving the world with a Spyderco Bug. You're not going to be taking down a terrorist with a Spyderco Bug. You're going to be saving the day by cutting some string off a dress, or, you know, maybe abusing it by tightening a flathead screw. You can abuse it like that. Why? Because it's $8 and it's not a big deal. So, but very basic and very nice, very pretty too. So, do I recommend it? Yes, I really think you should get the $8 and put it on your keychain, because it would suit everybody well. And plus, it's just very classy. It's very nice. And plus, I'm repeating myself now. And also, if you're in an office that doesn't allow knives, you could carry this on your keychain and still have a knife. But it would fly under the radar. Nobody would really say anything. I mean, who's really going to say anything about a knife that big? Nobody. So, it's very nice, and I really enjoy it. I'm going to put it on my keychain as soon as possible. But until next time, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. And I'm Smart 3 Crusher, and I'm signing off.